Yeah.
You know what? Oh, you know what's a good show for this? It's a new. You would never watch it, but you should. Daredevil.
Young Sheldon. Oh yeah. You know what? I never.
Young Sheldon.
Friends that laugh, we're friends that shout. Sometimes we don't know what we're talking about, but that won't stop us. Nothing can stop us. Ooh, yeah. It's like a show you used to love, just rebranded enough. It's stronger, better, bigger power, 'cause it is the golden hour. It's the golden hour.
How much stuff do you have to have over there on the desk? Like, what is that?
I have
Coffee, a banana, a stupid big wallet, nail
Can't help
clippers,
how big that gets.
nail clippers,
Yeah.
your keys, soda water, and then regular water. Well, what's going on over there?
It's I understand. It's a lot to look at.
It's
a
a
bit
lot.
like still life. But
And your phone. It's like so much.
yeah, it's just I don't want to have to get up, and I want all of these things. It's very simple. I brought a banana because you're gonna probably get your stupid chicken burrito, and after in the middle, I don't want to get that, and so I'll eat a banana, and then it's good.
Why does the burrito have to be stupid?
Well, it's good. It's good. It's good.
Yeah,
it's not stupid.
Thank you, because you throwing me under the bus.
No,
when
it's not
you go over
stupid,
there
yeah.
and you get the chicken. Your
Sometimes.
Damn self. Oh my goodness.
It's good. I'm not gonna. I just did it for comedic effect, but
Yeah. So, dude, I was in Pensacola this past weekend.
Oh yeah, and so how was it?
Okay, and then the first night.
Right. We heard all about this.
Yeah, I really like.
You had an existential moment here.
Yeah, legit. I was I was in my feelings because it's a little thing. I probably shouldn't have even gone because it's not even like I made a bunch of money because it's only it only holds like 65 people or something like that,
Right.
And the guy was he was like, hey man, I'm trying to, I was like, all right, let's do it, But then the first night, it's like 12 people.
Right.
And I'm thinking to myself, so all that I've done in my life, in my career.
You are in Pensacola, but
Still, I can't get 60 people to come to in Pensacola. It really made me feel
tough.
like, what am I doing?
yeah.
And then you see oh my God, everything that's going on with like comedy and stuff. I just go like, okay,
Well,
maybe I just need to be an actor. That's how I was feeling. I was really like in my feelings. But then the next day, I was back, baby.
Well, tell us. So wait,
Woo!
because
Filled it up.
you sent a picture of what the room looked like, and it looked abysmal.
Okay, first of all,
I know a picture can go either way sometimes.
yeah, but this is because
This is the first night.
it's the first night, but this is the kind of thing where the guy's like, he does comedy shows.
Yeah.
And he finally found a spot.
Okay.
Now, the spot was like, it's in a brewery,
Right.
in the warehouse of the brewery,
Yeah, I've done those.
in
The closet of the warehouse. Right.
in the freezer
Right. Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah.
with a big barn door. You go
Right.
in and they're doing it there. I remember my first thing I said the first night, I was like, oh, they for sure had Klan meetings in here.
Oh,
It felt like a secret, this is where the Pensacola Illuminati meet
right.
to decide the town
definitely.
business.
Yeah,
you know
you're
what
in
I
the
mean?
South anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? Pensacola's a nice town.
It is.
It's a really nice town. I went to a really nice restaurant. The dude that, like I said, the dude that runs the show, cool kid, and I'd do it again. But what I'm saying though is my question I want to ask to you is you ever have a kind of moment we've been doing this a long time, and sometimes you have nights where you're just like, there was one of these nights where I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this.
Yeah,
I really was like, I need to open up a coffee shop or something. I just had that moment. But then the next two nights were like, yes, but still,
you did Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah.
Well,
it was just one show a night.
Yeah, and so did you, and the second show...
It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay, and it was full?
Yeah.
The second one?
The next two were full.
Well, Thursday is a tough sell.
Still, man.
I don't agree, dude. I don't agree. I think a Thursday night in Pensacola, you selling 12 tickets, and you're still there for the rest of the weekend, and it went well, and I guess you didn't know that
I didn't.
Thursday.
Yeah, I didn't. It didn't until the next day. He was like, hey, man, it's really selling, So I was like, okay.
Dude, I think it's really hard. I mean, You know, look, I did Fort Wayne, and I didn't have it on my website. You know, I didn't have it on my website, remember? And I was like, oh, by the way, I'm going to be in Fort Wayne. The Late Friday show, look, I've been doing it for a while. I've been selling tickets for a long time. You know, I'm an established comedian. The Late Friday show wasn't sold out, and you know, it wasn't a particularly huge room, but I'm like, you know, I could have been like, oh wow, because it all has to do with promotion. If the right people saw that you were going to be there,
well, no, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, that's the thing, because I still had people hitting me up like, I didn't know you were coming to Pensacola.
Right,
you know, it's like people always think they're a fan. They say they're a fan.
Oh gosh.
And then they're like, you know, I'm a huge fan.
Just look at my
when
website
do you come
once.
into this? You're just like, bro, it's like,
yeah.
You know, it's there, but you know, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I get it. You
really
have those moments.
Yeah. I'm just saying, do you have those moments?
Yeah.
And even you guys listening, people listening, you ever have moments? You ever go to work and you're just kind of like, why am I doing this job? You ever just have those moments?
Yeah, but then
Don't answer that, Nick.
But sometimes, because sometimes you can. I mean, 12 people is kind of, you know, tough, but you can turn that into a special night, and you're like, wow, you know what? It was 12 people, but it wasn't that.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
that.
because that does
because
happen.
I've had that many times.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, I've been to like a place that has
Of course.
500 seats, and it's just only the front row, and I have the best time of my life. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, here we go. Should Eric feel bad about 12 on a Thursday? Honestly, no, but also kinda. Let me break it down. Wow.
I don't care what this soulless monster has to say about.
Yeah, city proper is small. It's about 53. Yeah, so I mean, well, look, you know, you prematurely felt bad. I understand that it was the Thursday, but you know, look, it's at every level. You go. You know, I was talking to my opener at when I was in Schaumburg, who's a great guy. And he's been doing stand-up for 13, 14 years. And, you know, he was like, I said, what's the dream? We got into a conversation. I was like, what's the dream for you? He said, the dream is to go to any city and be able to sell like at least 100 tickets. I'd be happy. And I'm like, dude, at every level, it's that, you know, because I
you know what's funny? He could. That's so achievable.
I know. No, I know.
And then once he achieves that, he's going to be like, I know. Oh God, I should have dreamed bigger.
But I look at him and I'm like, you know, that is the dream.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Sometimes I look at Matt Rife playing, and I go, in Dublin, 10,000 people. I'm like, that's crazy. I played, you know, 400 people in Dublin, and I'm like, that is just crazy how many people show up. And I go, is that the dream?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah, sure it is, but it's all the dream, dude. If you could show up and perform for people, you're doing your job, dude. You're a professional comedian. You're also good, you know that. But like, you're doing what you set out to do, and you get to do that. You're gonna have those nights, and they're few far in between, you know. But like, of course, you're gonna have one of those in Pensacola on a Thursday.
Well, still, it doesn't matter where it was. Yeah. It was just the nature of the whole thing. You know what I mean? The travel to get there was terrible.
Yeah.
Like, you know, all that kind of stuff. You know.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, I remember. Do you know who Mike Feeney is? Did
I
tell you
name.
guys this? I was on Comics Unleashed with him.
Okay.
You know?
Oh yeah, you told me. That's why I know him, because you told me about him.
Yeah, Mike. He's funny. He has a funny podcast. Anyway, there he is right there. Funny dude, young, good-looking kid. You know what I mean? So we're sitting in
he looks like he should be around in the 60s.
I know, right? But after the taping, we're sitting there eating lunch, you know, and we're just talking about the business like this.
Yeah, you told me this.
Did I tell you this?
I think you told me this on here, but what happened?
I don't even.
You did.
Oh, well, whatever.
Well, what
Go
happened?
back and watch that episode. But anyway, the point is when he says, like, you know, he said,
oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
I don't want to be in my 50s not selling tickets.
Yeah.
And I was like, welcome to my world. You know what I mean? So it's like, what I'm saying is, like, it just reminds me of the guy saying, like, I just want to sell 100 tickets, or I just want to do this. I just want to do that. I don't know if we really know what we want until we realize how the business operates.
Look,
you know, until you also live in your life, and you buy a house and you have a kid, and you're like, well, maybe that 100 tickets needs to be 500, because you know you don't know. You know what I mean?
Look, I've said this a lot, and this is so true. To me, like, obviously, I've made it. I've had ups and downs. Dude, the only thing harder for me, the only thing harder than making it was realizing that I already had. You just you don't need more. You don't need more. And I'm not saying don't try to get more, but like you sincerely just, you know, if you've got if you're happy sometimes, you've made it, dude.
No, I totally agree. And
I'm not saying you don't know this, but
yeah, no, but it's just like you. I don't know, when the business gets compartmentalized as much as it has from when I started. You know, when I started, it was like the business had more of a path of like you were trying you were trying to get on a TV show, and always the goal was to be in movies. You know,
right.
You know what I mean?
And now it's like
no, this is like it's so compartmentalized. Like there are people now that they're podcasters.
Yeah,
they're podcasters who do you know. They do live events, even if they're doing stand up or not. It doesn't matter.
Right.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, then they're now if your dream was to be an actor, it has actually zero effect on the other part. You know, they're not connected at all anymore.
Right.
You know, there are people who are just stand-ups. There are people, and you know, and those people have been grandfathered in. I feel like it's
now at this point.
Yeah, I feel like it's older people, like you know that you know, like D.L. Hughley would be just a stand-up.
Yeah,
you know what
I wonder. Like, I
and
mean,
a personality. I mean, it's so different now. Movie stars.
It is so
there's people
different.
that are on TV shows and no one knows who they are. What I'm saying in terms of like, does it translate over for stand up? It doesn't at all.
No, I know. Yeah.
It doesn't at all. So you have to decide. And I love acting. I really do. I love doing that. And if that was all I was doing, I'd be fine with that too.
Really?
Yeah, because I love doing it, you know. But I love doing stand up. But then I don't love the business of stand up. So, but I do love doing stand up.
Right.
So that's why I love doing local spots.
Yeah.
So I still go to like downtown to the upstairs or wherever.
That's such a good club, though.
Yeah, but I'm not bad.
No, I know it's just a drive.
Yeah, just a drive, you know. So I'm like, I enjoy all of that part of it.
Yeah.
But then when it becomes like, okay, you have to make this your living, and
Right.
then that's when that's when it becomes like, oh God, I got to get on this plane.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get, oh God, I had to take 3 flights to the
that's
other
crazy.
day. You know, so it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Dude, yeah, I do know what you mean. I definitely know what you mean. But Schaumburg was fun. You know that. Have you ever done that improv out there?
No, the Chicago area. No, because I was always doing Zanies.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. They have the Zanies. But yeah, it's awesome there. I'm so glad I did it. Yeah, I my whole family got sick, and I somehow escaped it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Oh God.
I think it's because they're okay now, but
It's because you're around germs all the time.
yeah, I really wonder what it is.
I think
you think I have a
No. I think comics are like roaches.
I have very good in more ways than one. I have very good I have a very good immune system, I think, because that may be a reason but once I dialed in my sleeping, my body fights it off.
Yeah, but think of the mics. You're always
Yeah.
all the nastiness from that.
So do you get?
No, I don't get sick a lot.
No, but
either.
I'm saying like that. Does that actually help for real?
Yes.
Like beyond a certain age.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it does. I think it affects your immune system greatly. There's so many things they talk about, like kids that grow up, like the kids that are in a place where there's dogs and roaches and stuff like that, that their immune system really starts.
Well,
you know?
but I guess that makes sense when you're coming of age. But what I'm saying is, as a 35-year-old, can you still
because
build
you've been
that?
doing it since you were in your 20s. I think it's
Right,
built up
right,
an immune from
right.
just being on a plane all the time.
Yeah.
I think our bodies are like always prepared for like, you're about to get on that United flight to whatever.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy that Spirit Airlines just went out of business?
Now it's real Spirit Airlines. Yeah. Well, yeah, they kind of made sure that was going to happen. But why did they? I feel like they must have been hurting for a while.
I know, but
they didn't want. They
just stopped. Yeah. Like you could have been waiting for a connecting flight, and they just went. They just went.
Oh, got it.
We're done. That's it.
You think people are stuck in the air? Sorry, we went out of business. It's like a Lost.
The captain comes out with a parachute on. He's like, "Yeah, I'm done.
We're out of business. Where do you guys want to go?
Right.
We can go anywhere."
I don't know. It's just I don't know how that works. How does that
well,
happen?
I think they wanted to try to merge, but I to me it seems like something like their deal. A bunch of their deals went through, and then that's some fucking backdoor. People are shady. That whatever happened there, they fucked with Spirit Airlines.
Or just in the middle of the meeting, they were like, "No, it's not going to work."
Yeah.
And then somebody called and said, "Yeah, we're done. Close, shut it down."
Yeah.
I saw a thing that said Elon Musk was trying to buy it, but I can't believe it because what's crazy about the internet is like you see the headline and the picture, and you always forget to look at who this is from.
Yeah.
And it was just somebody.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was real or not, but like, why would if you had that kind of money, you're upwards of getting towards $1 trillion, first trillionaire.
Uh-huh.
You don't buy a private jet, you buy an airline.
Right, yeah. But why would you buy Spirit Airlines? I don't know. I guess.
Well, what you say that he's not buying Spirit Airlines. He's buying planes and the infrastructure, and then he's going to turn it into Musk Air.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good name. What would be a good name for Elon Musk? You know what I mean? I kind of like Musky Air. You know how Vegas hotels sometimes have a smell.
Mm-hmm.
They spray something.
Yeah,
that's what he would.
Oh
have.
yeah.
He would spray some kind.
Dude,
of
he
should have a cologne. Why doesn't he have a cologne? Musk by Elon.
Yeah, that's true. Musk is the perfect name for it.
Yeah, let's take a break, Chrissy. I'm really getting into the
I know you
UFC, man. Nick's great about sending me the stuff. Like,
I know
it's
he
gonna
is.
be a good fight.
I see him.
So DraftKings Sportsbook makes every fight night mean more.
UFC 328, right?
Yeah, UFC 328 is here, and when a fighter steps into the octagon, everything they've built comes down to this moment. Stars explode, stars finish, and the DraftKings, you're ready to move when they do.
You can bet fighter props, bet live from the opening bell to the final horn. Every strike, every takedown, every finish attempt matters, and DraftKings Sportsbook keeps you connected as the action unfolds.
New DraftKings customers bet just $5 and you'll get 100 in bonus bets instantly.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code GOLDEN so you're ready for the moment. That's code GOLDEN for new DraftKings customers to turn $5 into $100 in bonus bets instantly. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. Limited time offer.
I saw, I finished for the first time ever Sopranos.
Okay.
Oh. Well, what the fuck, dude?
What?
But you've seen it, yeah?
You mean 2 decades ago?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Did you finish Goonies too?
Yes, I've seen. No, I have actually. I don't know if I've seen Goonies. It was a long time ago.
You haven't seen Goonies?
I don't know.
That's a classic. What are you talking about?
I finished it for the first time. Okay.
You're not going to get credit for something you should have done.
Like we talk about we talk about anything on this podcast. I talk about how I saw the greatest TV show of all time, and this guy's just like, you should have done it.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. Bless you,
so
Nick.
how was it?
It's unbelievable. Bless you, Nick. Stop sneezing. It's the greatest show of all time.
You think so?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
What's better? I look, Breaking Bad, I understand that's up there. Yes, it's one or the other. There's a few shows that are, but Sopranos, there is not a I mean, I haven't seen every show, obviously.
Well, I just feel like sometimes shows go too long.
Not that show.
I thought that last season was. I think that.
Oh man,
I didn't like how it ended. Did you like the ending?
Yes, I don't think there's ever been a better ending on a TV show.
Okay.
That is just it
was great.
Last
but
night,
I'm saying it was
I
so
know you're
long
not saying
ago.
it's bad. I know you're not
so
saying
long ago.
I can't stop thinking about it. I last night I finished it. I cannot stop thinking about it.
I finished Project Hail Mary book before you.
Yeah, I'm on my third purchase of that book.
Oh,
I keep leaving it in hotel rooms.
Really?
I'm on page 340 or something.
Oh God.
You finished it?
I finished it.
Is it good?
It's really good.
Yeah, I know.
The book's really the book's really. That guy though, the author, he must be a geek.
Well, you got it. Here's the thing about
he's a nerd, man.
you can. I think that you can learn about and listen to a story, be enveloped in a story about anything if the person cares about it enough.
Well,
and that dude obviously
but this is what I'm
is
saying.
like, well, science is the best thing of all time. So
for
yeah.
sure.
So you're like, all right, well, what's up?
Because
I'm hooked.
I read The Martian.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
and it's like,
No, it's the same thing. Yeah.
oh my god, he's
Yeah.
just like, the hydrogen. That's what,
Yeah, and
you
the
put
plan, making a plan. He's like, I don't give a fuck. But you
this
do
guy-
care if the guy cares.
There's like 3 chapters of like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you cut the science out of that, it's just like a, you know.
But that's why when I talk about pants, it's so fantastic because I'm passionate about it. You know what I mean?
God, this guy has pants.
Did you know he was only 37
Bro,
when it started?
It's insane. It's insane.
He's 37 right there?
Yeah.
But it's insane to
Wait,
know that.
If you
because-
told me he was 46, would you believe that?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But what the weird thing is, like, there's just guys that just look like in their 40s, you know? Like, there's just men that just look in their 40s, you know? And like,
But what would you say was your favorite thing about this show? Like, why was this show good to you?
this show was probably my favorite thing about this show. Well, there's a few things really, but some of them, or one of them, is how this show, and this isn't about the show necessarily, but this changed TV. Like this, before this, there was a good guy and a bad guy on TV. They were after each other. This guy is the most despicable person, and he's the lead of the show, and you're at times wanting him to win. You're feeling for him, and TV didn't do that, and they do it now all the time. But this show is, the way this show is humorous and funny is top notch, because there are no jokes. It's not, you wouldn't even say it's a comedy, but you could say it's a comedy. It's so funny. The way they deal with the subtlety in the way they tell the story, and the way they bring things around by the end of what they're talking about, whatever that be, the season or episode or series, is epic in its smallness. I cannot believe how well it's like the payoffs of the way they do payoffs when it's not necessarily a big thing, like somebody getting shot or something blowing up. It's so satisfying in its subtlety that I've never seen anything like it, dude. I mean, occasionally there's a movie that comes along that does something like this, but for a movie to do it, fine. For this show to do it over and over and over and over and over again, it's like nothing I've ever seen, dude.
Yeah, I remember it, but I think it's been a long time since I watched it, so I don't know if
The performances
connected to it like that. Yeah, of course.
are unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
But I think at the time,
that's
though,
the best written character I've ever seen.
But I think at that time, though, there was a lot of fascination with the Mafia still.
Not really. There was.
At that time, yeah. When was that?
When was that? 2000, 1999.
Okay, so when was Goodfellas, Casino?
Yeah, but right.
When was all that coming out?
But my point is, Goodfellas, Casino, all those movies were still riding off the Godfather thing. Godfather was the one that made those movies big, that made mafia movies a genre, right? And then Scorsese kind of held the torch. But what this show was about was the dying ages of the mafia, and for them to intertwine his real life, his family values, his, in the side of this dark business, and while it's dying is just, I can't believe how they made this show. I mean, I know I'm the last guy to watch this show, but
you might not have enjoyed it.
Yeah, maybe not like this.
Yeah,
maybe not like this.
You're enjoying it more now because you have the knowledge of what's happening in society and all this kind of stuff. So,
but I mean, it's just,
I don't know. That's good.
And the fact that I saw him once at the Coffee Bean, James Gandolfini. Mm-hmm. I guess it was probably how long before he died? I don't know, not that long, but he died in 2013. It's crazy. Just that the lore of it now is just wild. It's it's almost like that show happened by mistake. Like it's so good that it's like they say you put a bunch of monkeys in a room, eventually they'll write, you know, the masterpieces. You know, if time keeps going, eventually they'll hit. It's like they. I know they meant to make the show good, but dude, that was like all the stars aligned between everything that was happening in the country, in the world, and then for that show to culminate. I don't know if it could have ever happened at that time. It's like in the Hail Mary book when he's like, how did we both meet each other? And say, how are we able to save this world? And he's like, and then the alien, you know, in his
Rocky.
alien talk is like, well, because it had to happen when both of us were alive in our timeline, otherwise it couldn't have happened. And the guy's like, oh yeah, it's that simple. Like, you know, if it's going to happen, this is the way, and of course it's going to happen some way. So it's like, I just can't stop thinking about the fucking show, dude. I'll tell you this.
Well, now you need to watch Game of Thrones.
I've tried, and I will try again. But here's this is, by the way, the third time I tried to watch Sopranos. I kept stopping because different things. But this is how epic that show is. The song by Journey, Don't Stop Believing, that's by Journey, right? Okay, I love that song. I've always loved that song. I'm not going to spoil anything, but the end of this show is that's the song that's playing. The fact that song is playing at the end of the show, a song I love, that I already love when it comes on, I think that show changed the way I feel when I hear that song now. That's how epic it is. And I don't know. I just saw it yesterday, so maybe not.
Yeah.
But I
think it's
wonder
fresh in your head right now.
Yeah. No, that is very true. But my God, dude, I don't understand how they made that show, dude. And then David Chase, he was just like, he didn't really do much.
Yeah, it was like, that's it. That probably took a lot out of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he was already older, but
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like, I just think it's like I can remember all the shows in my life, but then you think about what was happening in your life at the time, you know?
Yeah.
And if I can even go back to childhood and think of like when I think of shows, what are some of your favorite shows you've ever watched? And for me, it's going to be like, you know, Bewitched.
Sure. Yeah. Obviously, that doesn't stack up with The Sopranos. I get it. Yeah.
No. But what I'm saying is
for
like,
you, then,
it was like, I
remember.
remember watching these kinds of things, and it was like MASH.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. But even still, I think that I liked MASH because my mother liked MASH.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean? We were like, what is MASH? You know, you kind of watch, you go, it's sort of fun. But, you know, dude, MASH, I think like the finale of MASH got Super Bowl numbers.
Yeah, it did. It was 100 million or something.
You know what I mean?
For real.
So it was
there were 5 channels back then, but yeah. Yeah.
You know, so you think, and then I go forward and I think to myself, I think like there's tent poles like, you know, Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Sopranos. Like for me, it was like Sopranos was one of 2. You were just like, well, you have to watch this.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Sopranos,
watching
Breaking Bad. Yeah.
You know, the first few seasons of Dexter.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
that was great.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And then, what do you? But then for me, also
People
Game
say
of
The
Thrones.
Wire. Game of Thrones.
See, The Wire for me, it wasn't one of them for me because there was like every other season in The Wire. I was like,
I only saw
the
3.
kids season I didn't like.
I only saw like 3 or 4 seasons.
Here's another one: Walking Dead.
Well, the first few, the first 2.
I mean,
forget it.
Yeah,
so
Walking,
good.
But then it's like that shit's still going.
Well, but see this is what another thing I think about Sopranos is 6 seasons. The 6th season was broken up into 2, so technically like 7 seasons. But that show was on for as long as it was and still good and only got better. And I think that's the only time a show went that many seasons and did that. I think maybe Breaking Bad. What did they do? 6, 5? But yeah, Breaking Bad, it was great all the way through. Yeah. Man, I can't.
Well, I mean, I just think like when I think of Breaking Bad, like, you know, you have like what, like if you think of a moment in a show that you go, wow, this defines the show. You know what I mean? Because like because I can think of that like in like the Godfather movie. What defines the Godfather is that him sitting in that chair with his father.
Right.
That's the movie. You know, he's like, I wanted you to be a senator.
Yeah.
That's the whole movie right there, right? But
that movie's great. Yeah,
you know what I mean. But when you think of like, you know,
the Breaking Bad moment for me was when fucking what's his name, the lead, the not Aaron Paul, the
Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston, when he's on the phone talking at the end, and he's talking to his wife, and he knows that the phones are being tapped, and he's saying to her, I know you had nothing to do with this, but you know he's just doing that to save her so the FBI will hear, and he's saying these things that are false, but you understand what he's really saying, and he's crying. That, to me, I go, oh, this motherfucker. That show, and him.
Yeah, well, dude, I think it's the same episode. For me, it was when
I think it was like a second or third.
No, but I'm
last.
saying when he's saying like, you know, no, I loved doing this.
God, that show's so
you know,
fucking
he was
good.
like, I love being that guy.
Yeah.
I knew what I was doing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, oh yeah, that ended great.
God,
That's one of those shows that final
that show
that
was
ended
so
great.
good.
But there's a lot of great shows that didn't have a great ending.
Right.
Or they rushed through it, or they like Game of Thrones, they ruined that show. In the last season, it's like,
Yeah.
why'd you do that? Dexter went too long.
I heard about
You know
this.
what I mean?
I heard about this.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, sure does. I mean, they never really, to be honest, they never really nailed an MK Ultra story, right? Like, I don't think that they did yet. I haven't. I don't know if I've seen it. You know, like you can't. Like they fucking.
I feel like just in the last 10 years, even people are aware of
Right,
MK
true,
Ultra.
yeah.
I mean, some people, more conspiracy-minded people knew about for a long time, but like the general pop.
But there was another show with what's her face? Oh my god, from My So-Called Life. She was just in that.
Claire Danes.
Claire Danes. What's that show Claire Danes was in?
Homeland.
Homeland.
Yeah, but that was like 2-3 seasons.
No. They did. They went a while.
I think that show fell off though, right?
But what I'm saying is, I never. That's one of those ones. Like I never watched that one. I never watched
never
that
saw
one
that
about
one, yeah.
in the 50s.
People loved it. 8
That's what-
seasons. Yeah. Well, I heard after 2, it's like really severely drops off. But
I
yeah.
know, but this is what I'm saying though. It's like there's a lot of shows
No,
like
I heard
this.
people were, when this was on, people were like, "This might be the greatest show ever."
It's
Yeah.
the greatest show ever.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's just like, oh my god.
But this also, when did this? So it began in 2012.
yeah,
yeah.
That's like
I should start that.
yeah. Here's another one that like what's this? Oh my god, what's the one with the girls are wearing red? It was on Hulu.
Oh yeah.
Handmaid's Tale. Like the first 2 seasons of that, I was like, that show is fucking heavy. You know, it's just so
Just
heavy.
when they're holding on the legs and fucking.
It's just so heavy. But then again, I feel like went too long. I think when a show or a movie, just a show really, is based off like a book.
Yeah.
There's a certain point where the producers and everybody they
take over.
They take over
Yeah.
and they veer off into like what they want it
Yeah.
to be. And
Yeah.
I think that's when stuff goes off the rails. You know, sometimes people are getting older and you're feeling it, and you're not getting.
You gotta stop blaming stress, sleep.
Yeah.
You got to stop blaming getting older when this is fixable. If bedroom performance is in question, it's probably crossed your mind to do something about it. Okay, well, the good news, you don't have to jump through hoops to fix it.
HIMS connects you with licensed healthcare providers online, giving you simple access to legitimate ED treatment options from home. No awkward appointments, no pharmacy lines. That's the worst.
Discretion. It shows up in an unmarked box. It's awesome. And, you can get even sildenafil, also known as generic for Viagra, available through Hims at up at 95% less than the brand name version. And if that option isn't right for you, there's additional treatment options available, so you find what works best for your body. It's straightforward, transparent, and designed to make getting care feel easy. To get simple online access to personalized, affordable care for ED, hair loss, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/golden.
It's hims.com/golden for your free online visit. hims.com/golden.
Prescription required. See website for details and important safety information. Sildenafil is the generic version of Viagra. Viagra is a registered trademark of Viatris Specialty LLC. Hims is not affiliated with or endorsed by Viatris.
Like even like this Project Hail Mary, that easily could have been an 8-part series on.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
of
it
course.
really could have. They
Easy,
really
yeah.
could have stretched it out,
Yeah.
but maybe.
Well,
maybe
that's
that
the other
would've-
thing
maybe that
you-
would have ruined it.
That's
you
the
know
other
what I
thing
mean?
that you realize when you watch The Sopranos, at least for me, because all these mob stories they're usually movies, and you really see in Sopranos how you can how it can turn in how you can explore characters if you have the time, if you have the real estate. And yeah,
well, now I prefer a good television show about stuff. You know what I mean? But especially nowadays, the stars, huge movie stars are doing TV.
Yeah,
dude. One time I was in a casino in Atlantic City, and one of the Sopranos guys was at a craps table.
Wow.
And I was at the craps table, and he was like, it was just me and him actually.
Do you know which one it was?
Oh God, I forgot the guy.
But you know the face.
Yeah, I know the face. Yeah. So the guy, and he was betting the no pass line.
Mm-hmm.
You understand craps? Well, like you could bet with the casino or against the casino.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Frank Vincent, Phil, that guy at the far end.
Where? Oh.
Him right there.
Yeah.
He was being such a dick.
Really?
He was like, yeah, come on, roll that 7. Come on, roll it, yeah. You know what I mean? And I was just like, wow, this guy.
I think he's in Goodfellas too. Click on him.
Yeah, he was like the real gangstery guy.
Yeah.
But it was just funny to like how he was acting.
Was he in Goodfellas? Yeah, he was.
Of course he was in Goodfellas. All these guys are in all these movies.
It is pretty funny how they do that.
Yeah, because there's a certain look and only certain people. Look at this guy's. This guy is this.
Oh wow! The title of that, the title of that one. This thing is ours. The thing is ours. That's hilarious. Such a mob. Like, could that be about anything else? Look at that. Go to the thing of ours. This thing of ours. Look at this. Could that be anything else than a mob thing?
Oh my dude,
James Caan. Is that James Caan? Wow. Yeah.
Dude,
looks like it.
I'm tripping that Goodfellas was 1990.
Yeah. It was earlier than you thought. You keep saying 95 and shit.
Casino was 95.
And you're a stupid bitch for that. But Casino was already when the thing was like coming off. Casino's great, but
Casino. I prefer Goodfellas over Casino.
My brother said Casino. My brother thinks Casino is the best movie ever made. That's what my brother thinks. That's what my brother thinks.
Wow, I wonder why.
Yeah, I know he loves
say
it.
that.
He thinks it's great.
Goodfellas 1990, Godfather Part 3. Wasn't as bad as people say.
There are so many, though.
Those Crossing Monster.
Analyze this. Donnie Brasco is fucking great. That one gets forgotten sometimes, and that one's great.
It was all right.
Oh, come on. Oh, A Bronx Tale's great, too.
Yeah. Oh, I loved Carlitos Way. Oh, that was with Jam. Casino, things. Kiss of Death. What was that one? Bullets Over. I don't remember that one, Donnie Brown. Copland. Copland was. You know what? I remember the one thing I remember about Copland. I just think, good. All right, Stallone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at the time, someone like that would never be in a serious movie.
Go to type in James Gandolfini. I want to see because he doesn't really talk like that. I mean, he's obviously East Coast, but like, is there
an interview?
Yeah, interview.
Yeah, but I've seen him in a lot of things.
Yeah, I've seen him in a few things.
Yeah, at the time, but that thing was so iconic.
There we go, 60 Minutes. Wow. Yeah, he didn't.
He had on it.
He what?
I was switching because that had ads.
Oh.
It's remarkable. I mean, even when you're not being violent, there's this violence that seems like it's going to burst out any second. To what extent are you responsible for that, and to what extent did Dave?
Temper. Doesn't accomplish anything generally. It's just a lot of ranting and raving and nothing. But so David probably saw that and put it into the character. I'm not. By any means.
But I tell you what, though,
exaggeration of everything.
This guy's got a very menacing presence.
No. He obviously fits the part, but this is not. That's not how Tony Soprano sounds.
No.
He does a real character voice.
Yeah. But still, though, there's something about it, the way he looks.
Oh yeah. No, he guy for the part.
I like a good despicable character.
Yeah, but we didn't know that before 1999, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
unless it, not as the lead, but yeah.
Yeah, in movies we did. Like this was, but then again, it was on HBO, so it's like HBO's like.
Different. That was originally set up at Fox. Could you imagine?
No, it wouldn't have been the same.
Well, yeah, no
Thank
shit.
God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God! Can you imagine if it was like a 3-camera sitcom? Then that one guy comes in and the crowd goes, "Woo!"
Yeah.
That's a great AI thing. Somebody should do that. Sopranos,
Totally.
as a 3-camera
Yeah.
sitcom. I don't know. I think this also is because of The Godfather. Without The Godfather, there's no Sopranos.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, it's
well,
like-
that's what I'm saying. You probably would have made the fucking. You probably would have made a TV show about the glory days of the mafia. But because Godfather exists, you're like, oh, now what's it like? Oh, I want to make it. I think that at the dying age of the mafia is interesting. But
but I think that the idea that you can have a character that is, like you say, despicable, and and you root for them. There's something about that, and then because I think it does something for you too. Because I always remember that the scene in The Godfather that makes you really feel like that the most is when Kate comes in and she's like, you know, did you do it?
Yeah.
Don't ask me about my business.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
he said,
yeah.
I answered it one time, and when he says no, I can just remember being like this. Oh man, this guy's a motherfucker, dude, right? You know, and then it's just that how Seinfeld made fun of that. You know, the door closing.
I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Because like she's looking, and then they're kissing his ring because all the evil that he just did, and you see it on her face when she realizes like, oh no,
Right.
this guy's I'm married to a monster.
Yeah.
You know, and then
That's
what I'm
so
saying
good, that part.
But the whole movie, like you're sort of like rooting for him. You know, at the same time, because it's like, no, he's like, I'm gonna make him legitimate. I'm gonna do this, you know. But even when even when the girl gets blown up, the Italian girl, you know, she's like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know what I mean? She gets blown up, and then the next scene, this motherfucker's back in the States trying to get his ex-girlfriend back.
Man, how do you remember these things so well?
Oh, dude, I love that movie. I love that movie.
I still don't remember stuff though.
Oh man,
Like I don't even. Breaking Bad is one of my favorite shows of all time. I don't remember how it ended.
oh, this is what I'm saying. Like you have a show, a show you love the most. If you have a moment in the show.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it is in the end.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if it's a great thing,
Yeah.
That's when the show is great for you.
Yeah, I agree.
And a lot of these shows, they didn't do that. Dexter didn't do that.
Well, but that's what happens. These shows milk you. They milk the money.
I know, but
you know, it's
that
like
makes it like so now they it's almost like they figured it out and they're like coming back. But I'm not invested anymore because I'm like, nah, you should have done this.
right.
In the beginning.
Yeah, I didn't even watch that new one.
Me neither.
Yeah,
you know,
I heard it's good though.
Yeah, but it was like I actually started to watch the first episode and it was too many flashbacks of people. And I was like, this guy's dead and that guy's dead. I don't care about this. You know, so but I'm saying so like I say, I think Breaking Bad had that. I think Sopranos had that.
Yeah.
You know, but then there's ones that have like bad, you remember bad things like the Game of Thrones. I thought that was bad. And then
People hate Lost. How Lost did that.
Yeah,
I love Lost, but
terrible.
people hated that. I love it. I love how it
I
ended.
tell you this all the time. Once that black smoke came out in the middle
Yeah, I
of the
get
show,
it. I understand.
I was out.
I get it, but I loved it. That's if I were to say favorite show, that show. Not best, but
I get it. Your favorite.
Yeah, for sure.
I
loved that
But
show.
anyways, like I say, there's these so I think that Michael Corleone is the that's one of the few times you can go, oh, this is a villain.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And then you're rooting for the villain, or it's
same thing with
it's a weird feeling.
Same thing with Raging Bull, or it's just like if you feel empathy for the character in the first part of the movie or in the first even scene, then that can stick with you. And
but is there a part of you that's like waiting for them to fail too? Because I can remember so many. Like, here's a great scene in Godfather 2. You know, he's at the Senate hearing. You know what I mean? He's at.
I don't remember.
Oh man, well they've arrested him. Okay,
right.
because
Al Pacino.
Yeah, because Frank. Remember the guy they tried to kill him. They tried to, and he's in witness protection. So now he's testifying against Michael Corleone.
Okay,
all right. So Michael Corleone walks in and they're frisking him, you know, and then in the next is his brother, the guy's brother.
Right.
He sees him, the guy, you know, and Michael Corleone's just looking at him like this, and then he's testifying, and the court's like, so tell us who the leader is, and he goes, hey man. It wasn't. I knew him. I knew his father. I did business with, you know, and he just knew. You know, he was like, they're gonna kill my brother if I testify against him. Right. So it was just moments like that where you go, that's just great.
Yeah.
That's just great freaking storytelling and stuff like that. But again, who you're rooting for in this moment.
Right,
I think a lot of times you look at these things, and I thought that with The Sopranos too, I would be watching it being like this. You're just going, oh man,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
You know what's a good show for this? It's a new. You would never watch it, but
What?
you should. Daredevil.
Young Sheldon. Oh yeah. You know what? I never.
Young Sheldon. Imagine Young Sheldon. No, let me tell you something. This show is fantastic.
The new one.
But the new and the old one.
The old one was pretty good.
No, not the first. The first season one.
Yeah.
That's fine when it was on Netflix.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
No, not on Netflix. When it was on. Now it's on Disney.
Netflix.
It's not on Netflix.
Well, it was on Netflix.
That was on Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm saying what's happening now, but like this season and the last season, man, the dude that's doing great is the guy that looks
Bernthal?
Him and no.
Oh, I know who you're
the
talking
guy
about.
playing Kingpin.
So good.
Oh my God.
Wait, hold on. So
I'm telling you.
all right.
This shit is good.
So all right. So hold on.
Yeah,
So
Vincent. Oh my God, I used to love him in Law and Order.
no, he's so good at
oh
Kingpin.
my God, Law and Order when he would do this.
Oh my God, that's funny. Even I know what that is, and I never seen that shit. So Vincent D'Onofrio is like he's trying to get water out of his ear. So Vincent D'Onofrio is. I saw him as Kingpin in the first. What is it, like the second season of it?
Yeah.
But then there is more though, right? There's the Punisher.
At Marathon gas stations, every stop is the start of fun. Like the awesome fuel savings you can get with Marathon Rewards. Join Marathon Rewards today. Start earning rewards on every gallon of gas. You can redeem rewards at any time, saving up to $1 per gallon. And don't forget, Marathon stations are packed with all the conveniences you need to stock up and live life on the go. Marathon, where fun runs on full. Available at participating Marathon locations. Terms and conditions apply. See marathonrewards.com for details.
Pluto TV has thousands of free movies and TV shows.
We're coming at you with everything we got.
This is the mindset. Free. This is the mantra. Free. This is the mindset. With movies like Pineapple Express, the entire Star Trek film franchise, and Gladiator, and TV shows like Survivor, SpongeBob SquarePants, The Fairly Odd Parents, and Ghosts. Pluto TV is always free. Huzzah! Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about this fucking.
Well, no, because listen, the MCU has a whole thing. You know,
I know.
all the movies are connected.
Yeah,
all the
of course,
characters are connected. They did the same thing in this TV show.
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
had, there was Luke Cage, and Jessica Jones, and Daredevil, and what's it called? The wing guy and the other one, whatever that one was.
Oh yeah, that one
Iron
came and
Fist
went.
and whatever you call it, right?
Yeah.
So they're doing the same thing. So they have this here. I think in this new Avengers that's going to come out, Daredevil's going to be in it, but he's not going to be in it. And it was something to do with like rights or something. It was I saw him talking about it. But anyways, my point is the things are connected. But it's of what this guy's doing. He's such a great actor.
Yeah, he's great. Phenomenal.
He's
just so interesting.
But the reason why a character like Daredevil, like a vigilante character that has a moral code, that's like,
yeah, you want to get behind that guy. Yeah,
you want to get behind that guy.
But
that's Batman.
Yeah, but I don't. So what I don't understand is the way they made these seasons come out so janky. Like it came out in 2015 or whatever the fuck, and then a second season, and then it stopped.
It stopped because the rights issues. Because
so now what?
When Disney took over Marvel,
I know. The same thing happened with Spider-Man.
It's same with, but I'm saying it's Sony, Marvel,
right,
all that, and they figured it out. Okay, and now everything's
so now they pick up where they left off, or is it
no? It's a whole new season.
So it's a whole new, but it's the same character.
Yeah.
Same actor, same guy.
It's the lore still.
But it's not. It doesn't. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So it's years later.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
do I have to watch it from the beginning?
No, you don't have to.
Okay, so which one should I start with now?
I think you should start with the season before this one.
Because I already saw the first two. I just don't remember them.
So
that's fine. So I'll start with the 2023.
Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff, man.
All right.
Oh, my perverted author that I like, Logan Jacobs. Mm-hmm. So I read one of his. I just listened to because the one I was listening
to, the LJU, Lauren Jacobs Universe,
was too dirty.
Yeah.
It just. I'm talking about I'm listening to the audiobook. No exaggeration. There are 20 minutes of him just
Yeah, and you know he's jerking off when he's writing. Yeah.
So, but he wrote this other, it's called Evil Genius. And I'll tell you what it is. It's Iron Man. Like the main character would be Iron Man versus Batman and Homelander. So he wrote he wrote it, but it's not those people. They're different names.
Right.
But you know it's based off that. It was really great. And the sex is like cut down.
There you go.
It's not as much sex.
Look at the fucking cover, dude. Are you kidding
By the
me?
way, if you join his Patreon, he gives you dirty versions of the covers.
You don't need dirty versions of it.
Yeah, he's more explicit, and I think he actually draws them himself. He's this guy is. This was a great. I loved this. I do recommend it. Evil Genius.
I was maybe in until I saw the cover, dude.
That's what it is, man. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, but I don't know.
I don't know. So like,
anyway,
but you say you have your favorite shows. Like, what's your guilty pleasure shows?
Dateline.
Oh my God, did you do it?
Dateline.
Is it Sopranos as
I'm wasting away over here, Carm.
Oh, poor you, the Shah of Iran you are.
Tony! The government, they got flying saucers down the block.
Oh, that's Phil.
Polly.
Oh, but sorry, Paulie. Yeah, Paulie. That's hilarious.
Not that great. What is that?
Do it again.
This is what it would have been.
Do it again. Yeah, Fox.
Salad?
I'm wasting away over here, Carm.
Oh, poor you, the Shah of Iran you are.
Tony! The government, they got flying saucers down the block.
Dude, this is hilarious. This is just AI.
Yeah.
Wow. Dude, but that's like, how can you like? This is the thing. Is like people would say Sopranos is the greatest show ever. Nothing can ruin it, and then they turn it into a 3-camera sitcom, and then there it is.
Wow. The way he looks at the camera at the end is hilarious. So, wow. What did you put the prompt?
I put a Sopranos like sitcom with banter in the kitchen, and Paulie comes in like Kramer.
Dude.
Boom.
That's unbelievable. I mean, you'd watch that.
Just to see how.
Yeah.
That could be hilarious. I really like the actor they picked for this.
Yeah. Well, none of these people exist, but these people are great cast. This is a great cast.
Yeah, the computer's got great casting. It looks like you know what I like about this too? That they timed it. Like, that's an old fridge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's nothing new here.
No.
You know what I mean? They didn't update it.
Oh, it's pretty much the Soprano house, honestly.
Yeah, and then this guy's got on like a 90s outfit. Like, look at this.
Wow. And how long did that take to make? Fucking 5 minutes?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. So, yeah, my guilty pleasure is Dateline. I just put on Dateline if I want to put on something. Yeah, because even if you don't pay attention during it, at the end, you find out what happens. You're like, oh yeah, it was that guy.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like I don't have a show that's scripted that I watch for. I guess mine's always like a fucking Forensic Files or Dateline.
I guess I used to watch those things when I'd be on the road and you don't have cable or whatever.
Yeah, you turn on HLN.
Yeah, you turn on one of those. I always like the old ones. The old, like any forensic thing, but it's like, it's like, there was one where the forensic doctor's like, he's a portly guy.
Yeah.
And he's just telling the stories of like, and this is how they used to catch people. So I remember this one, the killer killed a girl that he met at a diner, and they figured it out by the contents of her stomach.
Right.
The meal hadn't digested yet.
I know that episode.
You know what I mean?
I know that episode.
And you just go, man.
I know that episode.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think it was pizza.
But no. It was like peas and corn, and it was like a meal that was like, it was the special at the. But you watch those things and you go, man, if with no internet, no AI, nothing, I would watch those shows and be like, how do you can't get away with murder?
Right.
Even 20 years ago, I would think like, why would you do that? Look how they catch you.
Yeah.
But maybe that was the point of those forensic shows, to discourage people from like doing crimes. Because the if you think about what they have now, like I wonder how forensic science has been improved.
It started in the 80s.
Like, what are the cops doing? Like, how are they using this? How are detectives using? How's the FBI using this stuff to catch people?
Right.
Because you know how I was on George Lopez's podcast, and he had that guy with him that is a former cop, and he's one of the people that caught Richard Ramirez.
Oh, wow.
Okay, but the way he did it was he knew that Richard Ramirez was wearing a special shoe.
Right.
That you could only buy in 3 places.
Right,
and,
right.
And you could track, and it was only, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he figured out that, like, it had to be this one. Yeah. That's the guy.
Yeah, I saw that Netflix one.
Yeah, that's the guy right there. So I just was like, even something like that.
I know.
Like,
yeah, you wouldn't think about it.
You wouldn't think about it.
Because you don't know, as a killer, you don't think that shit exists. You're just like, I'm just going to go fucking kill somebody. And then they're like, oh, yeah, we checked your shoes. And you're like, shoes? What?
Yeah. Why would I? Why?
They're like, whoa, what's DNA? You know, it's like, yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, if you're a cop watching this, if you're a detective, an investigator, are you implementing AI now? Like,
definitely.
Are you know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because you know what I love about it? I'll give you an example. My annoying friend that watches the show that always wants to talk about it. Shout out to Paul. I'll say him by name.
Hey, Paul.
You know, Paul. What's up, Paul? He loves, like he was talking about. He loves the Celtics. You know the Celtics just lost. You know, and he was talking about. He loves, like, they should just make those open threes.
Yeah.
Why aren't they making those open threes? So I was like, I kept saying to him, like, 3-pointers are not a great shot.
Yeah.
Like, even if a team is shooting 30% from 3 or 35%, that's pretty good. That also means that 65% of the time they're missing.
Sure.
It's not a great shot. But anyways, I went to the AI and I said, all I said was, like, give me the average 3-point percentage from the last 10 champions.
Okay.
And then it just gave me this list.
Yeah.
So my point of it is like, now you could be in the middle of a conversation with your boys now. Even when people used to, you said Google it, nobody does that anymore.
No, I know.
Because it doesn't give you the information you want. I'm just saying, now you could be like, any argument you want to make, you can get the specific exact facts to back up your argument.
Almost. Because
sometimes they'll just make shit up.
I was sitting next to Ed Begley Jr. on the flight, and I was watching Sopranos, and I was like, I bet he's on Sopranos. Let me ask AI, and they're like, yeah, he's on episode yada yada of yada yada. And I watched the whole thing, and I'm like, oh, I must have missed that episode. And then I checked again, and they're like, no, he's not on it.
I get you.
I'm like, well,
but that's a key.
But that'll change.
But I almost feel like they're doing that on purpose.
Why?
Here's my conspiracy.
Oh man, yeah. What the fuck?
Okay, the conspiracy is we can't allow average everyday people to have unlimited knowledge
About everything,
and it be absolutely correct. Because then,
I mean, yeah, okay.
What's stopping anyone from doing anything, or, like, you know, there has to be
I get
some.
that.
You know what I mean? I feel like that's the fail safe.
I understand that.
You know,
but how's that fucking refer to the Ed Begley Jr. thing?
Because they want you to feel like, oh, you were right. Yeah, he was in that. You know, and so you almost have to say to the thing,
are you sure?
Please don't make this. You have before you start any prompts. Please don't make anything up.
Right.
Please don't improvise.
Right.
If you don't know, you could say.
Yeah.
And then we could work on this together to figure out the truth. Whatever your thing is. But even then,
no.
Because you should get into a conversation with it. It's hilarious. Because you go, hey, Ed Begley Jr. wasn't in that. Oh, I know. I'm sorry.
Right.
Then you say, why'd you say he was in it?
Yeah.
And it'll be like, that was my failure to, it does this kind of thing. It's like, but I told you not to do that.
Yeah.
It's like the AI becomes
this is so funny. What this guy does. Yeah.
This is a perfect example of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I just think that they do this on purpose.
It's okay when I say go.
You got it. I'll be ready. Just say go when you start, and I'll keep track.
Okay, ready, go.
All right. I've started timing. Just focus on your run, and I'll be here when you get back.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. I've got your time right here. How do you feel about that, Mom?
How long was it?
Play it.
What?
You clocked in at around 10 minutes
10
and 12.
I swear I was faster than that.
Sometimes it feels faster in the moment.
No, like I think I was closer to like 2 seconds.
Oh, if only time worked that way. But I promise I'm giving you the real time.
You timed me for 10 minutes.
I promise I didn't sneak any extra seconds in there. But if you want to go for a shorter, faster...
Okay, but like if you're not able to do this, you can admit it. It's okay.
Keep going.
Yeah.
It's totally okay to double check me, but I promise I'm doing my
I mean,
best.
just gaslighting the
So you
shit
got
out of this
10 minutes.
motherfucker.
It took me 10 minutes.
Yep.
I'm gonna run a.
But then he should have asked right there, how long have we been chatting? You know?
That's what-
I do this all the time. I get into fights with it all the time.
I know.
I love getting into fights.
That's your exercise.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. And it makes me feel even...
Babe, I'm working out.
It makes me feel smart because I'm just
Yeah.
like, this thing has
Was
ultimate
that Bigley
knowledge,
Jr. in
and
it?
I'm still... No, but again, like I say, I think that, you know... But anyways, my point, though, is that, you know, you can find stuff out. You know what I mean? You're just like...
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, you don't want... Sure. I mean, but there's so much misinformation on the internet that's what the AI is drawing from. So it's like, you know, it'll be, you know, if there's 9 websites saying Ed Bigley Jr. is on Sopranos, AI is going to come back and be like, yeah, Ed Bigley Jr. is on
This
Sopranos.
is exactly what happened to me about the Charlie Kirk thing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
You know, they
right.
kept saying, like, this is all fake. You know, just like, no, he's alive.
Right,
You know,
right.
and then I months later, I grab an article and I go,
Right.
well, what's this? Then it says, oh, you know what? I was completely wrong.
I think it was right the first time.
I don't know. I mean,
kidding.
but if you're a conspiracy theorist, I think that the worst thing to be on is the AI. If it's if it's gonna gaslight you.
Yeah. I said, is Charlie Kirk alive on Claude? No. I said no.
Well, I mean, this shit is moving so fast now that like it's hard to.
No, I know.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, my issue with like the coding thing is like when it doesn't do it right, you know, and then I go, you're wasting my tokens. You know, like what, like why would like if I'm making a promo video or something, then it puts out some weird thing. I go, is this usable? This is what I asked it. I said, would you use this?
Right.
And it says, you're right. I can see that the text is in the wrong place. I said, then why did you give me this?
Yeah.
You know, and it says, you know what? Moving forward, I'll get approval before we move forward. Let's plan it out. I go, okay, good. You know, it's just I'm just testing stuff out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like I made a promo video for going to Raleigh, North Carolina, which I'll be here this weekend. You know, well, I made another one and it had and it made a weird song. I asked it. I said, "Oh, you can make music?" So I said, "Okay." Going to the Raleigh Improv, Montez Workaholics, Erik Griffin. I'm coming Mother's Day weekend, and then it made a rap song.
Okay, and what? This is Claude? No, Claude doesn't.
No.
use-
This was
yeah.
This was like one of those like C dance
Right,
AI. You could create, you know.
Wow.
That you know.
Speaking of which, I'm going to be in San Jose. So come see me, chrislea.com. I'll be in a bunch of different places. I'm going to be in Miami. I'm going to be in where else? I don't know, man.
But well, you know what's
Vancouver.
But I tell you something that's happening is the Instagram algorithm now is like not. They don't want you to put up. It recognizes when something is like a promo or an ad, and they don't push it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they know me. So this one I made, I can tell it's not. I'm getting nothing on this.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That's why I gotta fight. And I boosted it, baby.
This is just a dad struggling with 2 kids, and then I don't know what they were freaking out about in the beginning.
Right.
But then someone hands one of the kids a foul ball, and
Are you kidding me? Oh no!
oh, that must have been before.
Oh, that's hilarious. No, that's what they're crying about.
Yeah. I didn't realize that was from before. That's what you have to look forward to.
Oh, that's so cute. Billy would do that in a fucking heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
I was just about to say.
And Calvin would be the other guy.
Yeah,
The other kid.
Wolf would. He would totally do that.
Oh, yeah.
And I would say, don't do that. And then they might give it back to him, and he'll go like this.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
He's doing that now. He's doing this thing where he's like kicking.
Right.
I say, stop kicking. He just looks at me like this.
Yeah.
I go,
yeah.
okay, you want to be like that.
Wow. Billy just goes, I have black hair. Like he thinks that's a joke, you know? And it's funny. He's right. Okay, you don't have black hair. West, some of these places, Campbell River, BC, Las Vegas. I'll be in Nashville.
Ooh, well, that's the one we wanted to see. Maybe
Salt Lake
that's a spot.
City.
Maybe
What?
Maybe Las Vegas is a spot we do.
Right. Yeah. Except for
we do
Could be.
a live, right?
Mm-hmm. Denver, Pittsburgh. You're selling tickets, man.
Oh,
Christy.com.
You got to sell them. I'm not, but let's try now.
Right.
Raleigh Improv this weekend. Come check me out. Mother's Day weekend. Bring your mom. You know. Then I got stuff coming up in the future there. I'm going to make this Calabasas Country Club. Craig Shoemaker set that up for me. He has some show he does. So if you're in that area, you want to do that. And then I just got this one, Grand Comedy Club. That's in Escondido. Check me out there. That's a nice little club. I love that guy. Then I'll be at La Jolla in September and all that. But anyways, that's what I got going. And I'm always adding stuff, and local shows be on there too. Not doing anything local this week because I'm going to be going out of town. So cool. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.